everyone. It is so good to see you again. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. This is the literary Perch, and you can call me Perch if you would like for now. This channel is dedicated to my writing journey and my writing process, and maybe finding writing friends that I can yap with. That would be super fun. So if that interests you and if you have fun today, feel free to stick around. And if not, I hope you find the content that you are looking for. Today we are talking about my romantasy series, and I'm so excited. I'm hoping this video isn't going to be like 25 minutes long. Oh my god. So let's get into it. Rapid fire. Question number 1 is, what is the name or placeholder name for the series? FHT is the stand-in acronym that I'm using for it. Might change over time, might not. We'll see. Question number 2, what are the tropes or themes found in the series? Soulmates or fated mates, because it's a romantasy, but also I'm not going to be using the word mate in the series, I'm hoping. Something else. Queer and poly relationship representation, so bisexual, male, female, plus possible female. I don't know, long story. Moving on. Healing from trauma, found family, death and loss, domestic violence. Another tangent, this is not romanticized. This series is not a dark romantasy. This is just, hey, this behavior is very bad and unhealthy, and we're going to help you get out of this situation, and you can depend on your peers around you to help you get to safety, sort of thing, I guess, without many spoilers. The next one is mental health struggles, and then the last one, which is really important to me, is child-free couples, and the end game throuple in this case, or quadruple, being also child-free. Having children does not equate to happiness or fulfillment, and I see in most stories that is the case, and so I would just like some media that is like, hey, if you never have kids, you can still feel happy and fulfilled in your life. So, question number 3, how long is the series? Okay, right now it is a novella plus, it is a trilogy plus a novella. It might be a 4-book series plus a novella, because I cannot shut up on or off page. Oh my god, please. It is not going to be a 5-book series plus a novella. I'm hoping I can keep it condensed into a trilogy plus a novella. Question number 4. How long have you been working on the series, and did anything inspire it? I've been working on FHT specifically since 2024. It started off as something different. I can get into it in a different video. It doesn't matter right now. As far as inspiration goes, I think reading romantasy has influenced me to want to write in this genre because of how creative you can get with the world building and the magic systems and the romance bonds. So, that has all been very appealing for my brain when I'm coming up with what kind of story can I come up with that can have a love that lasts literally forever. And romantasy is kind of it. So, specifically things that inspire me, A Court of Mist and Fury is my holy literature. I will tell you that right now. Faye Sand, their bond and how they were fated for each other, from the very, very beginning. It makes me feel so deeply. And every time that I reread the series and like I pick up on all of the clues in A Court of Thorns and Roses and stuff, and I get really emotional. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but I love romance and I love love. And I just want to be the personification of love somehow. I really love love. I bet you never would have guessed that. Question number 5. What are some in-world details that you are excited about? Only 2 that I could think of. One is the magic system. So aside from love, I really, really, really love magic. And creating my own magic system is really fun, maybe a little infuriating, but I'm having a blast. There's 3 different magic systems in this world, and 2 of those 3 kind of have like subcategories within them that only certain types of people can access. So I am overcomplicating it for no reason, but it's really fun for me. So that's okay. The second, I'm sorry, I'm ridiculous. The second one is, I'm really excited to explore the concept of the mating bond that I have in my world. There are 2 species that can have mating bonds, and one of them has a lot of, not like a lot, but it has some subcategories within that. And the other one is not like super strict, but it's a little more straightforward. And the way that the bonds snap into place, common phrase, is going to be a little different than your standard insta-love or insta-lust or what have you. So I'm very excited to explore both of those things. Magic and love. Oh my God. Question number 6 is, what is the synopsis of each book? Should I have written what are the synopsises of each book? I'm not a writer, so I need someone to tell me if that question is wrong. Anyways, book number 1. W, the female main character W, has always hated and never trusted the Fae or the facade they have paraded since she was a child. She, one day, is targeted by the Fae Prince of her land, who was cursed over a century before she was born, to love her. His love can take 2 paths. 1, his love will be pure, and he will let her go so she can return to her lover that she had been with for over a decade. Or 2, his love will turn him to madness, resulting in him killing not only her, but those she loves, in an attempt to keep her eternally, because human life, you know. Book number 2, W is taken away by the enemy royal family while they conduct an investigation into illegal activity surrounding humans and how they're treated in the land that she was previously in. She must learn to control her inherited magic, build back her physical strength, and heal from recent loss. During this time, 2 unexpected romances begin to blossom. Book number 3, W and her companions desperately try to gather allies for the incoming war. But the allies they need are not interested in fighting a war that has no consequence to them. And so either in this 3rd book or in the 4th book, there's a war that is like the crescendo of the series. And then the novella is going to basically just be a compilation of short stories of W and her companions, lovers, healing from the trauma that happened before the novella, individually and kind of together as like a group and in like their individual couples and stuff. So, oh my God, I hope that's just a novella. Okay. Anyways, I'll worry about that later. Question number 7 is, how old is W and what is she like? In the first book, she's just turning 30. The second book, she's 31. And then the third book, she's 32. I would really like the timeline for each book to be a year or so. Usually it's like there's 6 books in these series, but it all happened in 5 months. And that's kind of crazy to me. I want my characters to have time to develop their interpersonal relationships together. So that is why it is like that. W, I keep wanting to say her name. W is more meek. She, in the first book, she does become like teeny tiny due to abuse. But in the second book, she gets to a healthy weight, maybe a little like bigger than healthy weight. But she's not going to be like teeny tiny, and she's not like, I'm super strong and can take down grown men and stuff. No, she doesn't like combat. She doesn't like the power she inherited. She's actually really terrified of that power and goes out of her way to try to keep it suppressed. And then, of course, eventually it starts to kind of build up and become dangerous. So she has to learn how to control it. But by the end of the series, she's not going to have mastered any of that. She's not going to master combat skills. She's not going to master her magic or her power or anything. She's going to just be imperfect at the end. And despite that, she's still going to be very, very loved and very, very adored. Personally, I don't think I really see that many stories where the main protagonist can't master like any of that, or I'm gonna give up all my powers. No, she just kind of lives with it and takes many, 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 many years to kind of master that. But that is off page. So, yeah. A couple details. So the male main character in the first book is horrendous. He's a little insufferable at first, but maybe you still kind of like him, but he turns into absolute nightmare. I kind of hate writing him, but the point is to hate him. So, and then the 2 love interests that are mostly present in like the second book on. One is the personification of sunshine, and the other one is really kind of like depressed and moody and struggles to have any type of interpersonal relationship outside of the sunshine one. So, and I think I mentioned this already, but the love interests and W aren't going to ever like threaten each other. They're not going to abuse each other. They're not going to manipulate each other. They're not going to accidentally hit someone, even though like I'm just so mad. And I'm not a huge fan of that type of trope anymore. So from the beginning, they might bicker a lot and be like kind of mean. But it's not going to be, oh, this guy was like abusive in the beginning, but he's so hot and I can't get over how hot he is and he has so much power and I forgive him even though we haven't had like even a conversation about it. That's not my thing. So yeah, moving on. Question number 8. I'm going to try to go through this so fast. I'm so sorry. This might be my longest yap yet. And I worded the question like this on purpose, so please do not be mad at me. Just bear with me. Are you going to be using those fake fantasy names? Okay, so All of the names in FHT are going to be real names. However, they're going to be names taken from many, many different cultures, and all of them will be representing aspects of those cultures and regions they belong to. So, one of the male love interests is Welsh influenced, and so we'll have a lot of aspects of Welsh culture into his family dynamic and everything, sort of thing. And yes, this means that I don't know if this counts as like sensitivity reader definition specifically, but I do plan on collaborating with people from these specific cultures to make sure that I have them represented in a proper and respectful way. So, in the beginning of each book as well, there's going to be an index of all of the names used and their definitions, the pronunciation, and origin and everything. So all of that is going to be listed there. There will be some common names I wrote, like from like Scandinavian, German, or Ukrainian culture. But I'm going to be using names also from Welsh and Manx and Mayan and Nahuatl, and just a lot. I would really like to bring in the diversity of this, and this is inspired because a lot of the Facebook and Discord reading groups that I have since left, the amount of I'm so sick of these fake romantasy names, and then you look it up and the name's Welsh. Well, why is the name pronounced like that? It's written in English. Well, no, it's Welsh. And that comes from, not to get like super political, but that comes from a place of like colonization. And the only people that I have ever really seen saying things like that are people who were born and raised in Canada, the US, Australia, England, really in those like colonized English as a first language countries. I haven't seen anecdotally anyone who was born in English as not a first language country saying those things. And I just think it's kind of really nasty to sit here and be like, well, it's stupid that the name is pronounced like that because it's written in English, or these names are so stupid and they're so obviously fake, and they're not. And I have a lot of passion for languages and cultures, and I would just really like to try to kill off those types of stereotypes and that kind of thinking. So I think too it would help if there was an index in the beginning of books saying, hey, these names are real, they're not made up, and this is where they're from, and etc., etc. So yeah, actually that's it. That is all she wrote. I don't know what that term is from, but yeah, Oliver is, I think, sick of me sitting here at the computer. Hi, honey. So thank you oh my God. Thank you so much for sitting here with me this entire time. I hope you had fun listening to me yap. I hope you stick around and listen to me yap more in the future. If you have additional questions, feel free to put them in the comments. If you just want to talk, please comment. I am always looking for people to talk to about writing and my stories, etc., etc. So yeah, if you're interested, you can subscribe. If you know someone who might like this, feel free to share. And I will see you again. Stay cozy, go buy yourself some drinky drinks, go cuddle with your pets, and yeah, have fun. Bye. Can you say bye-bye?